I am back and I'm here with a new video. I'm super excited to be filming, super excited to have some free time to just sit down and film. I have missed you guys. I'm finally done with this semester of college, so literally like the last couple months have just been crazy, like with exams, finals, and just keeping up to make sure that I pass my classes and balancing work and everything. So I'm really excited to finally sit down and film. I thought that I would do a really cool holiday look for any sort of holiday party, something kind of like a subtle glam. This is subtle glam for me. This is like full out glam for some people. But I figured that this look would be really nice for like any holiday occasion, whether it's Christmas Eve, Christmas dinner, or a work party. This is a look that I always go to for the holidays, with a lot of gold on the lid, and then of course a pretty red lip. So if you guys are interested in learning how I got this look, please keep watching. I missed you guys so much. But these last few months have been crazy. I filmed and my camera has like been blurred out on some videos, and then some videos just didn't come out right, and I don't like putting out videos that aren't good quality, you know what I mean? I don't want to film a video just to say I film. I want it to be good. So fingers crossed that this one makes it up, because I filmed so much and then something has been wrong and I haven't had time to redo it. I only have a limited time to film, so when I do, it has to come out 100%. It's kind of hard to kind of squeeze in a whole, it's just a long process. So like I said, I miss you guys. I'm sorry that I keep rambling, but I hope that you guys enjoy this, and give it a thumbs up if you do. Comment down below on any other videos that you guys would like to see, and enjoy. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, I love you.
Alright, so I'm starting off this look by moisturizing my face using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer. Then I'm priming using my favorite primer of all time, the LaBosse Pro Primer. This stuff seriously works wonders. It keeps my foundation on all day and I'm just obsessed. I'm going to conceal any spots on my face using my favorite Sonia Kashuk Concealer Quad. I'm going in with the deeper tan shade because it matches my skin almost identical, and I'm just going over any spots that are kind of taking over my face, because my skin, of course, as you guys know, has not been agreeing with me. If you do not have any problems with blemishes, you can skip this step. I'm going to prime my lids using my LaBosse Aquatique eye base primer. So I'm just doing a light sweep of that all over my eyelids. Then, to go in with my transition shade, I'm going to take my Morphe M504 brush and my favorite peach smoothie, and I'm just going to dust this in my crease, again to create a transition shade for the other shadows to fall into. So I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions with a nice fluffy brush. Then I'm going to take the shade, I believe it's called Cola. This is one of the new Makeup Geek matte eyeshadows, and I'm taking a more skinny brush to focus that a little bit under the peach smoothie, but on the top part of my eye, so more towards the front, and then I'm going to go back in with the M504 to blend that out. Then taking MAC Brun, I'm going to take that with a dense angled brush, and I'm going to sort of do a cut crease without being a very chiseled cut crease. So I'm just lightly using that and kind of going over where my crease would be. Then I'm going to take Cocoa by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to put that again on the front portion, connecting that to the brun, and I'm just going to lightly kind of feather that up to blend it into my crease. Then again, taking a soft blending brush and some more peach smoothie, I'm just going to blend that out so that there are no harsh lines. It's going to look a little bit funky at first, but I promise you at the end this whole look is going to come together. Then I'm going to take Nylon by MAC, one of my favorite highlight shades, and I'm going to put that on the first third of my eyelid to really open it up, and again on my tear duct. Then I'm going to take this gold shade. It's Magic Act by Makeup Geek. It's one of the foiled shadows. These shadows are freaking amazing. They're like butter and have so much pigmentation. So then right next to Magic Act, I'm going to place Grandstand, kind of blending that into the gold on the last third of my eyelid. So basically, I'm going from light to a little bit deeper, and it's just going to create a really dual toned effect. Then I'm going to take Corrupt by Makeup Geek. It's a really deep black shade, and I'm just going to put that in my inner corner to kind of give it some more of a smoky look. right on the end of the eyelid, and I'm really focusing it there. You don't want to blend that too far up. I'm going to take some more of that cola shade. It's that cranberry shade. I'm going to dust that in my crease. Then moving on to foundation, I'm going to take my L'Oreal True Match in the shade W5, and this is one of the Sephora Pro Airbrush foundation brushes. I seriously love this brush for applying my foundation. It just blends everything out really quickly. So again, I'm just going to sweep that all over my face, blending it down on my neck. And yeah, I like working in thin layers with my foundation and then building it up because I do have a lot to cover. Then I'm going to tame this mess of a brows. I promise you, I'm going to fill in my brows and they're going to look crazy for a little bit, but I'm going to go back to them later on and kind of clean them up with concealer. So don't be scared after this clip. They are going to look a little bit much, but at the end, I promise you they'll look okay. And I'm taking Brun by MAC to fill in my brows. See, they look crazy, but I promise you I'm going to go back and clean them up. Then I'm going to take my Estee Lauder, it's the BB Glow Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Medium Warm, I believe. So I'm using this to highlight my face. I'm going to put that in a triangle under my eyes, down my nose, in between my brows, and on my chin and Cupid's bow. Then to blend that out, I'm going to take this MAC, it's a dense dual fiber brush. So I like starting by blending out the outer corners first, so that way the inner part stays really highlighted. So I just like kind of lightly feathering that into the foundation in kind of very short buffing motions. And then I go back in to closer to my eye to lightly blend that in without moving the brush too much so that the product stays there and it stays nice and highlighted. Then I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiant Cream Concealer. This is just going to conceal some of the dark circles some more because the other one is a bit sheer. So I'm just like focusing this again where my dark circles are, and then I like doing a little bit more highlighting because you can never have too much highlight in my book. Well, actually you can, but I just like a lot of highlight. So again, I'm just going to kind of buff that out with that same brush. I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and I'm going to use a dry beauty blender to pack that under my eyes. It's going to prevent the concealer from creasing, and it's again going to highlight it some more. Then I like going in with this dense, it's a Sonia Kashuk foundation brush, I believe, and I just kind of take extra powder and use that to set the rest of my face. To further highlight under my eyes, I'm going to take that same beauty blender and the Ben Nye Banana Powder, and I'm just going to concentrate that under my eyes to further highlight it some more and make the under eye pop a little bit more. Then for bronzer, I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match Cocoa Powder, and I'm just going to dust this on the perimeters of my face. Let me just tell you guys, I have recently re-fallen in love with a lot of my drugstore go-tos. I kind of went away from them and I forgot how much I loved them. Like, this is one of my favorite powders, and the Rimmel Stay Matte is one of my favorites. Then to further contour, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to take that more gray tone shade and then the deep shade all the way at the end to kind of chisel out my contour some more, and then also to contour my nose. Then I'm going to take this Makeup Geek blush in the shade, I believe it's Love Affair, and I'm just going to put that above where I contoured but below my cheekbone. Then to highlight, I'm taking the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. I feel like I use this in every video to highlight, but it's one of my faves. So I'm just again going to dust that on my cheekbones, down my nose, and then on my forehead, Cupid's bow and chin, and might as well feather some on my eyelids too. Then I'm going to go back in with Cocoa Bear, and I'm going to use that to kind of smoke out my lower lash line a bit because it's super warm, so it's just going to tie the whole look together. And I like kind of taking a dense side of a brush to focus that really close to the lash line, and then I take a loose side of a brush to kind of smoke it some more, as you can see here, so that it kind of fades into a really nice gradient effect. Then I'm going to take Brun. Again, I've been using Brun a lot in this video, and I'm just going to use that on to smoke it out a bit more. Then I'm going to take Grandstand, the same shade I use on the last third of my eyelid, and I'm going to use that to highlight that first portion of my lower lash line. And I'm going to take some more Nylon right here to just give it some more of a bright pop in that inner corner. Then I'm going to do a wing line using my NYC liquid liner. This is one of my favorite go-to eyeliners, and it's literally $1.50. I've tried high-end. I've tried all sorts of drugstores, but this one is by far my favorite, and it stays on the best. It stays put all day. Then to line my inner waterline, I'm going to take this Lancome kohl liner in the shade Black Coffee. This is one of my favorites for that inner waterline. To prime my lashes, I'm going to take my Sills Booster Primer by Lancome. This stuff is amazing. It makes your lashes grow, and it makes your lashes just gigantic right away. And I'm going to take this, I forget what this mascara is called. I did get it in one of my kits, my monthly kits, so I will try to leave it down below. I'm going to take some more Corrupt and put that right where my liner ends to kind of elongate my eyes some more and make them a little bit more smoky. And again, you want to take that on a more dense brush to concentrate it just in that area. I'm going to apply my false lashes. These are the Kiss Demi Wispies. They're super natural looking, but they give you the right amount of drama, which is what I love. Then I'm going to take, this is the Rimmel lip liner. I believe it's in the shade Cherry. I might have to leave that down below. So I'm just lining my lips. You can take any sort of deep plum shade or berry shade. And then I'm going to go in with this NYX matte lip cream. I'm going to have to leave that down below because I can't remember. But I'm using like a berry shade first to kind of give the red that I will put on top of it a little bit more of a deep undertone. And this is the shade Monte Carlo, I believe. So I'm just putting that right on top. These two combined together make like the perfect holiday lip. I love them, and they stay put all day, so if you're going to be out at a party and you're going to be eating and stuff, it's going to stay on all day. And this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, share it, subscribe if you want to see more videos. I promise I'm going to do my best to film, especially in 2016. I'm going to try to film every week.